This European cricket event is proudly brought to you by HCL Software, Rado and 1xBet.
Just had a spider about the size of like a 20p coin just come across my keyboard as that shot gets knocked out towards the boundary for 4 runs. Anyway, another good shot that's going to go over the infield and goes for another boundary. Dances down the pitch and angles the bat on that one and goes for another boundary, does Guman. Khalid Ahmadi comes on a bit earlier than usual this time, and that's been hit down the ground. It's just going to go over the head. Oh, Rohan Ravindran was running with it, thinking maybe with a chance of catching that. No. And that is a flat bat shot and almost a terrific catch there. It's been sliced away. That's going to carry the boundary line for a Maximo. One of the ball boys out there just to reset themselves and then swing. That's not a slow ball. That's just a really good straight delivery, and it's full. And that is a big wicket, so very well bowled. Ani Godwala gets the breakthrough, and that is, yeah, a moment for 12 Stars to say, well, thank goodness for that, because things were starting to get away from us. Footage there from our friends at 2 Circles. And that's a lovely shot there from Wakas Raja, who's just walked out to the crease. See how Wakas Raja goes. Oh, it's cut very nicely. He does get through the fielder. Haven't taken him to the cleaners yet. Well, then there's that. And right on cue, that is into the bushes and heading towards the bike path that runs just behind those trees there. So we start the 5th. And shouts of catch. And I'm not sure who they're talking to about that one, because that is out of the ground. Umpire gives the 6th signal. Interesting coincidence that happens to be where the ball went as well. That's been mishit, and that is going to be bouncing and just makes its way to Ali Raza now. And he does so with a good Maximo. Well, it wasn't Maximo. Sorry, that fell on its trajectory. I was a bit surprised by that. I thought he got all of that. And that is worked very nicely off the pads. It's heading towards the ECN dugout. Well, until that happened. Now, that's the old adage of, well, you miss, I hit. And that's very good sportsmanship from Ravi Thaplia. He just gives Raja a bit of a slap on the hand and says, good innings, mate, well done. As I said, he's a wicket taker. And that is a really good catch. Ali Raza watches that. He has to watch that for quite a while too, and he's literally inches away from the boundary line as it's coming down. And that is a massive, massive wicket, because that is Sherry Butt, who's gone. The big hitting, experienced 43-year-old Sherry Butt is undone there. Over 2,000 runs on the European Cricket Network, and he's gone for a first bowler. Anyway, we have got a hat-trick opportunity here, because that was the first bowler. What do you think? Could this be Ravi's 2nd hat-trick of the season? Here we go. Hat-trick delivery. Laughs around the ground as he tempts the batter with a very big beam ball. Swings hard at that one. Has that got all the legs? It does have all the legs indeed. Shouts a catch, and well, 2 fielders work together to try to get that one back quick time. Well, Rahimi has hit that one quite hard. He smacked that, and that is gone for a Maximo. It shows what he can do. Goes straighter this time. Bit of work to be done. They can't stop that. That goes for 4 runs. Well, there you go. Has that got the legs? It does not have the legs. Ali Raza with his 2nd catch of this innings. Takes it comfortably, bowls it back and says, reset, let's go again. Guman will be a little bit upset about that. 35 from 17, sorry, from 18. He wanted so much more than that. You see the background there. Ali Raza will just set himself perfectly to take that catch. So Zaki Shah, the skipper, he comes in now. And Zaki Shout, the skipper, he's going to leave now. Simple as that. And, well, 2 in 2. Sazad Hossan is looking to get himself into the Hall of Fame for hat tricks here. Carves it straight up in the air, catching opportunity here, and taken crocodile style. Doesn't matter, you still hold him. It's still a catch. Shehzad with a good catch and a pat on his back from his teammate Rohan, who says, well done. That's hit straight. It's going to be 1-2 bounces. It's going to be not held back from the boundary line. So something to cheer about from Hasselt. They bring up the 100 with that too. 101 for 6. Gagan Munn. Well, that's a strange old miss hit, that. And that has just popped up in the air. Need to see, how does that come off the bat like that? It's just, it's almost like he's just forgotten to play the proper shot and just dropped the bat almost defensively. It's gone straight up in the air. Now, that's straight up in the air. Is that going to be caught? It is. Well, have a look at that. Ali Raza has taken his 3rd catch of the evening in this, in this night match. And Sazad Hossan has taken his 3rd wicket in the fielding positions. Swings hard, shouts of how's that, and given, indeed. Let's have a look at this one again. So he was almost like the lone appealer, but he was absolutely adamant he got him. Look at this. Smacks into the leg, and he's plumb in front of middle stump, and that foot looks like it's a fair way back as well. Side-on view will tell us about height, but I think that's a pretty good shot from the bowler, and I think it's a pretty good decision as well. Looking for 5 wickets in a match here. Doesn't, gets hit down the ground. They'll get 1. Are they going to come back for 2? They'll come back for the 2nd. Throws to the keeper's end. The dive. The stumps are broken. I think he's home. I'm not sure. The umpire hasn't given any out signal. See if they can see this one through. 12 Stars playing their 2nd in a row tonight. Wow, how about that? That lovely bit of swing, and that is a sensational first up delivery. Zakel gets a ripper through. That is really good. The replay on this, watch this one down the line. It's just such a good delivery. It swings in the air, middle stump. Watch this one. Straightens, boom. That is that. We continue. 6 for 1 is the score. 6 for 2 is the score. I stand corrected. That is another bowled, and that is one very pumped up first opening bowler right there. That is a really happy man. So Hasselt are getting amongst the top order here, and they're rearranging the stumps in the process. Well, Mehta has released the pressure with a lovely strike around the corner. That's a big hoik over the square boundary from Maximo. 23 for 2 is the score in the 4th. Swings away, that's going to go backward to square, and that's going to go for 4. I hope you're all doing well. That's been struck up in the air, catching opportunity. And so much ground to make to that, and does it. That's a ripper catch. Skipper just wanted it. Just wanted it more than anything else, and he's run a long, long way and taken ripper catch. Having a good, proper get around the skipper there at Hasselt. That is such an important wicket. Every fielder has gotten across. Swings hard. It's going to get to the boundary. That's a good shot through the covers, through the regular cover, and then through the cover boundary rider. That's gone straight up in the air. This could be trouble. Khalid Ahmadi, he's... Catch is taken. That is probably going to be the game. Sherry Butt holds on to a ripper, and Hasselt are going to have another get around, I think, because that is a massive wicket. Oh, Mahathir Mohammed gets another breakthrough, and it's a vital breakthrough. Brings the rush shot. Khalid Ahmadi, who is the key. And it's been flat hitted. It can't be stopped by deep mid-wicket. That's a lovely cut shot. That's just so well played. Looked like in full control. That's 4 of him. That's beautifully picked up. That's gone around the corner. That's a good shot. That is a very good shot indeed. That went behind square. It's been indicated as Maximo. Well, that's a big strike. That should get him the bonus point, and does. So, 12 Stars do secure 1 point out of this match after the next couple of deliveries. Well, that's been clubbed away. That's been cut, late cut for 4 runs. So a little bit there. I think there's still one more to come. No, that's it. The scoreboard is just trying to catch up. I think that's what it was. I saw that for a moment there that it was only 9.4 deliveries, but I'm pretty confident that'll be it. Or maybe there is one more. I hope it's not one more because everyone's already walking away.